Good morning, Pepple. Good morning, Lagos. It's an absolute pleasure to be joining you on a Monday morning.
Yes, it is. And we've got you. We're already streaming live up on youtube.com/smooth981FM Lagos. Go there, check out what's going on, check out Ini and his habitat, and leave your comments up on the live stream. You can also send WhatsApp messages in to 0809 444 981 and take it to Twitter where we are at Smooth981FM.
Yes, that's how we'll do it on the show today. Just send your messages to us across the platforms Sope did mention. But quickly, let's give you a rundown what to expect on the show today.
All right, we're going to be talking CHAN 2023 as the home-based Super Eagles lose to Ghana. The Tigers lose again in World Cup qualifier.
Oh, no.
And on US Open news, the beginning of the end of an era. Oh, and the doubles with Serena and Venus and their wild card. Love it. Pogba reveals he is being blackmailed. He's saying that an organized gang has it out for him, whilst Cardiff City lose appeal in payment dispute with French club. And Manchester United agree £80 million deal for Brazilian Anthony. This amount of money. Okay, sorry, sanity has returned. And Lewandowski on song again as Barcelona romp to 4-0 win, while Steven Gerrard feeling the pressure after another Villa loss. And there you have it. That's what we've got coming up for you.
Now let's get it started. But first, I see Ini wearing the Arsenal jersey, perhaps because Arsenal is top on the league table, so he's repping his team. I hope you can wear that jersey till the end of the Premier League. He's laughing hard. Okay, but let's get it going. The Black Galaxies of Ghana yesterday defeated the Super Eagles B team 2-0 at the Cape Coast Sports Stadium in the first leg of the CHAN 2023 qualifiers. Now, 2 goals in the second half from the Ghanaians ensured that the home-based Super Eagles have a tall order in the return leg in Abuja on Saturday. Oh my goodness, Ini.
This feels like thunder striking twice, because a few months ago, Ghana, the Black Stars of Ghana, the main team, stopped Nigeria from qualifying for the FIFA World Cup in Qatar. You know, we're still nursing that heartbreak. We're still nursing that pain of not qualifying for Qatar. And then, you know, the home-based team, the Ghana Galaxies, I've gone and done another one on Nigeria. I don't know how to feel about this if it doesn't quite have the significance of what the defeat against the Black Stars of Ghana had. But it's not doom and gloom. It's still the first leg. The second leg is in Abuja this weekend. Have we got the quality to turn it around? I'm not quite sure. Are the MPFL players up to scratch at the moment? Because they haven't played any kind of football for a long time. They haven't played some football for a while. And I don't think, maybe they are not match sharp. The fitness level is not quite great. But it was a 2-0 defeat. The first half ended 0-0. Second half, they conceded early, and then they conceded late in the game. That is not a really good result. The 2-0 scoreline is never a great result. You know, coming back at home, can they turn it around? They need to score 3 goals and unreplied 3 goals, or get into extra time at least, you know, 2-0. I don't know if they've got the quality to do that, but Ghana again, it's never a good feeling when you lose to Ghana. You know, when you talk of Ghana, Jollof, Nigerian Jollof, there's always that rivalry between Nigeria and Ghana. And I don't know how we'll sort this out, but it's a big mountain to climb for Salisu Yusuf and the boys.
In fact, I even recall that in March, when we played Ghana in March, it was a draw, like you said, and then I don't understand. We had expected that playing this game over the weekend, the guys would come out victorious, and so we can talk about it just like you said on Twitter. But every time we play Ghana and lose to them, I avoid the streets of Twitter, really.
Yeah, those Twitter streets turn real mean, real nasty, real quick. So, yeah. All right, let's move things along now. And we're going to be talking about our senior national men's basketball team, the Tiger, and their chances of qualifying for the 2023 FIBA World Cup, which have further dimmed following Sunday's loss of the second game of the fourth window of the second round to arch rivals Angola, 67-70.
It's not a good thing, because I mean, from on the back of, the federal government rescinding their decision of withdrawing our teams from international basketball meets. We're very excited about the Tigers being admitted back into the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. We're really excited about that, and we're hoping that they can go on and put up a real show and qualify for the FIBA World Cup. And it's quite disappointing. It's been shambles in terms of what basketball has been in Nigeria for the past few months or few years, because of the tussle of leadership from different camps. This one says we're the leaders of in basketball in Nigeria. This other one, it's been quite horrible. And to be fair and to be honest, I think it's the players are feeling the heat, and the uncertainties surrounding our basketball hasn't quite allowed the players to concentrate and get a job done. And it was a bad defeat, really. It's a bad defeat, and it puts our qualifications hopes in almost jeopardy, because it's difficult now. We've lost 2 games already. We've lost to Cote d'Ivoire, and it's something that you feel like, we've got the quality, we've got the players, we should be able to go out there and perform. And the composure was lacking on the day, and the players would admit that they didn't quite cover themselves in glory. But let's just see if there would be a dramatic turnaround in the last game, and just see if we have got any faint hope of making it to the World Cup. But this is a really, really damning result for the Tigers.
All right. I just hope that they can pick up and perform well going forward in this tournament. Anyways, let's keep it going to, of course, the U.S. Open, where American great Serena Williams, her impending farewell to the court, will understandably grab most of the attention when an intriguing U.S. Open packed with storylines begins today. Now, the 23-time Grand Slam champion, who turns 41 next month, says she's evolving away from playing tennis and this will be the final tournament of her career.
Yeah, what a day at the U.S. Open. I mean, it's like I said, it's the beginning of the end of an era, and it's quite amazing. Amazing in the sense that 23 years ago, a burgeoning talent came from nowhere and really captured attention. Captured the feelings of people, sports lovers, tennis lovers, and she's been incredible over the time. 23 Grand Slams after that. She's still nursing the ambition of getting one close to Margaret Court. And it's fantastic. It starts today, and she certainly will be grabbing the attention. She will be the center of photographers and paparazzi.
Yeah, I heard they're going to
capture.
I heard they're going to be giving her a farewell ceremony, whether she wins or loses.
Oh, you should think so. You're very well within your rights to think that she deserves a great swan song. She deserves a party, if you like, because she's been an absolutely fantastic, ambassador of tennis, and Black with people in sports, women in sports. She has been an absolutely terrific ambassador, and she would be grabbing the attention, like I said. I hope, as a fan, that she goes on to, put up a show for us. I really hope she can go on and pull out that performance from our repertoire and just turn on the heads and go on and win it, because it will be the greatest of fairy tale stories. It would be absolutely incredible just to see Serena in the final, and she goes on to win that record-equaling 24th Grand Slam. It will just be fantastic, and I'm looking forward to it.
Sincerely, I want her to win.
Sincerely. She started again.
No, sincerely, I want her to win. Though her last 2 games haven't been so good, but you see this one at the US Open, I really want her to win. And I'm looking forward to the doubles with her sister. I'm looking forward to the doubles with her sister, Venus, who had, quit playing for a bit, but it's coming back to play
wild card
again.
Entry, which is kind of cool.
Which also tells me that even if Serena lives after the US Open, she might want to come back sometime next year to play again.
She's gonna be like Hova, and she's just gonna be like, "Yeah, I'm popping in, I'm popping out." But
Ini, are you quick, there? Is that you? Is that your eye?
Oh, he's doing the robot right now. So one thing I want to ask Ini is this one about what Naomi Osaka said about Serena Williams. She said that no shade to Federer or Nadal, but that she thinks that Serena Williams right now is the greatest force in tennis. Did you just say tennis history? No, in tennis right now. What would you say about that, Amy? If we can get him. All right, well, we got to move on. Remember, send your messages in 0809 440 981. Take that to Twitter as well, where we are at Smooth981FM. Okay, Ini, you were saying?
Ini, you were thinking so.
What about Serena being the greatest force in tennis?
Amy, go ahead.
Okay, I didn't quite hear the last thing. Sorry, network was messing up. I didn't quite hear your last line.
Okay,
sorry.
I was asking you what your response would be to Naomi Osaka when she described Serena Williams as the biggest force in the sports. No shade.
I think so too. I certainly share the sentiments. I think that Serena Williams, never mind what Federer's done, he's been incredible. He's a GOAT in his own right. But I feel like Serena Williams is the face of tennis.
Shorts.
Are you also looking forward to seeing Venus and Serena play together?
I didn't get that.
Are you looking forward to see the sisters play at the doubles?
Oh, of course. Who wouldn't? Any tennis fan would look forward to seeing those two sisters do a double, and it would be great. It's a swan song. It's the final part of these great legends, and we've got to enjoy every moment. We've got to just sit back and enjoy what they are bringing to tennis, because we'll probably never see it again.
Yeah, I really love the pomp and circumstance around it, like especially with this whole wild card entry, because it feels like they're doing, let's just bring her greatest hits out. You know?
Yes,
it's great stuff. Yes. All right, so let's move on now to Paul Pogba and what his claims about being blackmailed and targeted. Now, he's saying that he's been the target of extortion and threats from an organized gang. He issued a statement through his lawyers yesterday saying that he had already reported the matter to authorities. What's going on, Ini?
It's crazy. It's such a crazy story, because earlier yesterday, Paul Pogba's brother, released some videos. I think it was on Saturday. Released a video saying that he has some revelations about, Paul Pogba.
That would be explosive, right?
He wants, the public, the fans of Paul Pogba, the French national team, his club Juventus, and admirers to make an informed decision whether the French player deserves the kind of admiration that he gets from the media, whether he deserves to play for France or to be the superstar model that he is for big brands. I find that quite incredible. I mean, from someone who's a family member, a blood brother, I mean, it is quite incredible. I don't know what he's on about, but Paul Pogba clearly has come out and said, I've been targeted by these people. They are trying to extort money from me. The amount of money that's been mentioned is quite crazy. 13
11 million pounds.
About 11 million pounds. It's quite incredible. I mean, I do not know what has happened, because I used to see Paul Pogba as someone who shares a fantastic relationship with his brothers. They used to do a lot of videos together. They used to dance. They give you that good feeling about, family. But obviously something has happened. Something has broken down. Whether, in my opinion, when I heard it first, and I stand to be corrected, when I heard the story first, I just felt like maybe the older Pogba is being entitled. Pogba's got 55 million followers on Instagram. The guy's got about maybe 400,000. Is it jealousy that is creeping in? Is it? I do not know. But it is such a horrible story, because families, as you're supposed to have family. Family should be your backbone. Family should be at your core. But to have a family member come out so blatantly and try to tarnish the image of a superstar footballer is just quite incredible.
My day. So they're saying that it's his brother, obviously, and his former childhood friends as well. And then did you hear this one about the witch doctor?
Yeah. I saw the witch doctor one, Mbappe and all that. But he's also come out to refute all of that and saying, they're the ones who are trying to push all this. But if
that's the tip of the iceberg.
If he was a Nigerian, right, we'd tell him, pray, let's take you for prayer. So, and if it was a Nollywood movie, the title would be the family members within or enemy within, something along those lines.
The snake in the grass.
Oh my goodness. But
Yes.
sometimes you can't even I mean, if you had to deal with outsiders who are hating on you, and then you also have to deal with your own blood, my goodness. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll get straight to your messages. It's so unfortunate. So unfortunate.
This feels very like a Nollywood movie.
Yeah, I think it's this. I think it's a sense of entitlement. I just feel it's a sense of entitlement. It just feels like, you know, you get money. Why, you know, rich. You know, to be a very wealthy guy in a family of people. You know, people always at some point they always feel like maybe I don't need to work. So you know, just give me money.
Same happened to Sime, where his sister's husband
exactly
call him out that he brought the guy in as his agent, and then they paid the guy. Then he took some part of the money from the guy. The guy comes to call him out that it's his money.
Oh, what's it called? So this one of this guy's friends, Pogba's friends, he was like, the only reason that he stopped was that the guy stole 200,000 euros from him. After he gave him his credit card, he took his credit card and now spent 200,000 euros that he was not supposed to. Yeah.
Hey.
These guys
somebody's money.
I'm telling you, somebody's money.
When you climb up, just be praying to God.
Surround
because
me
your
with
money
good
becomes
people.
Everybody's money.
How?
It's community money, man. They're like, it's so free flowing.
Well, we're coming back on that. I told you something.
Okay. And we are back with the sports right here inside the locker room, taking your messages on 0809 440 981. We'll start things off with a letter to the Arsenal fans this
Josh
time.
Is back
from
again.
Josh. Do you want to read this?
No, you read it, please.
Okay. Are you sure? Because it looks like a good one.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Right.
So we, the Arsenal fans, I can listen.
How do you know I'm not an Arsenal fan?
You left us when we were in our
It's in
valley.
the blood.
Now we're on the mountain.
Hey, I roll with the winners, okay? Anyway, Josh says, Dear Arsenal fans, you have earned every right to be here. You have suffered years of mockery while defending your failures. Oh, I'm not one of you. You have lost some non-committed fans in the process, that's me. But some of you held on, prayed on, and dreamt of the good old days. Are the good old days here? Well, it may be too early to say for sure, but congratulations on 4 wins in 4.
Yes, thank you, Josh. Thank you. Mention it, tailored us. At least we're top of the table, and I'm very excited about that. I still can't come to terms with the fact that Serena is talking about retirement. She is the biggest star in tennis. The world of tennis will definitely miss her. This is difficult for me. Chinwe Nancy is the one who sent that message across. Temi is in Ibadan. Says, see me here. I don't have any sympathy for this Chan team. The moment the returned coach Salisu, I gave up on them. It's self-destruct button by the NFF. I'm reserving my energy for better things, Mbok. He added Mbok. Should I say that again? Mm-mm. No, just say it again. We'll buy you bubble. Just say it again. Mbok, where is it? Okay, let's keep it going now. Where Cardiff City has lost their appeal against the ruling by FIFA to pay the first installment of Salah's £15 million transfer fee to Nantes.
Yeah, very intriguing story. A few years ago, Cardiff City had signed a player from France called Emiliano Sala. And everything was agreed. The dotted papers were signed. Salah was flying on a private jet to jettison to Cardiff to be presented to the fans, and he had a plane crash and he died. Ooh. And it was such a sad story. And ever since then, Cardiff have refused to pay Nantes, the French club, the first installment of the sign-on fee. And they said, he never played for us, so why do we need to pay you? And, Nantes took the case and said, come on, you've got to pay. And FIFA ordered Cardiff to pay the money. Cardiff refused.
Wow, they refused, and then they had to take it to the Court of Arbitration for Sports in order to actually get this. But my goodness, just I mean, I understand that, he was on the plane to them and they might see that as a way as a loophole to get out of it, but still, just how bad you get.
There are two ways to look at it.
Where's the morality in all of this?
There are two ways to look at it. They would say that he did not sign, he did not put pen to paper, right? Apparently, he was on his way to do so when. Can you hear us? Well, someone would say he wasn't.
The Court of Arbitration for Sports.
He did not eventually get there. Ini, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear, and I think that once the dotted lines have been signed, once the players put a signature, the club have appended their signature as well. The player literally belongs to the new club.
A contract is a contract.
Cardiff City. Yeah, come on. The contracts were signed. Everything was signed. The player just didn't get to Cardiff, and it's not Non's fault that the player didn't get to Cardiff.
But he has signed the papers already.
Were already signed.
Oh yes.
But now Nons are not asking for the full thing, right?
No, they are not asking for the full fee. They are asking for the first installment. Okay. Now the agreement was the fee was £15 million. But Cardiff had agreed to pay the first installment, which was £5 million, and that's 5. What Nons is asking for.
Yeah,
5.
Because it's like the spirit of compromise, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I think Cardiff have got to be sensible here and say, you know what, it didn't quite happen, and it was quite unfortunate. It was a disaster that no one anticipated, but we've got to do the right thing and be good sportsmen and say, take your money.
I get that. In fact, I actually thought he was traveling to go and sign. I didn't even know he had already signed, and then he was traveling to
he had already signed. Everything was done. Everything was done. Everything was completed. He just needed to fly there and to conduct his medical and be presented to the fans, and that was all. But the papers were already signed, and that's why Nons are saying you've got to pay us. And
do you have any idea?
It looks like they want to appeal.
Do you have an idea?
The appeal court said no. Pay them their money.
Yes, you have to pay them. I mean, the Cardiff City people, they're behaving like there's some Nigerian business owners on their board. That kind of. He did not resume. Why would we pay him? First day at work.
You know what Ukwa always says. Agreement is agreement. We had an agreement, and you've got to honor the agreement. Exactly. I think Cardiff had just been petty.
Because I would feel that maybe if Nons tried to take the whole thing, which I'm sure according to the letter of contract law, they would be allowed to because it had been signed and he was no longer in their possession or in their club possession. So if they try to take the whole thing, people might now have questions like, now, come on, guys. Okay, try a little. But all they're asking for is the first installment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's a simple thing. It's simple, and I think it's fair enough.
I don't even understand. Cardiff needs to just... pay up, man. We know you have that money.
Pay up.
Oh, God.
All right, let's keep it going.
Yeah, okay, moving on to our next story now. Manchester United have agreed a deal with Ajax for Brazil winger Antony. Now, it's understood that United will pay an initial fee of £80.75 million with a further £4.25 million in add-ons. Okay, wow, yeah. I'm getting used to these numbers slowly but surely.
I think that Nons at this point, the French club would have wished that they sold Salah to Man United, because it looks like Man United have really deep pockets. They have really deep pockets, and they are just splashing the cash. It's incredible. £80 million on Antony. I think Antony is a brilliant lad. He's an absolutely fantastic footballer, but I do not think that the price they are putting on him, I'm speaking of Ajax, it's quite worthy of what a player who hasn't, in my opinion, really, really achieved anything, should be priced at. And it's quite incredible that United are showing a lot of desperation to try to get him. Last summer it was Jadon Sancho, £70 million. This summer it is Sancho. It is Antony, £80 million. And we're hearing it could rise to £84 million. It is quite an incredible fee to be signing a player of that quality for that amount. I just feel that United are showing incredible desperation, and let's just see if it works out. I wish them the very best. I wish Antony the very best. I think he's a really fantastic player. Let's just see what happens with that deal.
Well, congratulations to them. In fact, Sanchez is already, scoring goals for them and living up to the fee that he was signed for. I know we had a conversation a few weeks back on popular opinion, but it looks like they were listening. And since he took the bench, the younger guys have been scoring goals, and you have moved from 20 to wherever it is that they are now. You might not agree with me, but it's okay. I said it.
Check out the look on YouTube. That's all I need to say.
Oh my goodness.
Meanwhile, I just don't want to hear any peep from Manchester United about bankruptcy or looking for new deals with all this money that they've been just throwing around like is drops of water. I don't want to hear any whining about fees. I just don't. All right.
Now let's talk Lewandowski, where Barcelona claimed back-to-back La Liga wins with a 4-0 victory. Now, Robert netted a brace for the second time in as many games as the Xavi side strolled to victory. Let's talk about that, Ini.
Yeah, Lewandowski is firing. Everyone thought he would come to Spain and fire, and goodness gracious, he's been absolutely firing. Two goals in 2 successive games. Now 4 goals in La Liga. Quite fantastic. Barcelona firing. They look really scary going forward. Scored 4 against Sociedad last time on. Scored 4 against Vallecano. Valladolid, sorry. It's fantastic, and I'm really pleased for Robert Lewandowski, because when you play in Germany for a very long time and score a lot of goals, people always question, can you do it in another league? Can you go to another league and show your quality? And that's exactly what he's done. He's gone to another league and he's shown that he's top class, and I'm really pleased for them. I'm sure Barcelona fans will be very, very happy to have him.
All right, and real quick, let's take this one before we end the show. And Pablo Fornals ended West Ham's goal drought to give them their first Premier League victory of the season with a 1-0 win at Aston Villa that left Steven Gerrard calling for a response from his struggling side.
Aston Villa and Steven Gerrard feeling the pressure at the moment, serious pressure, because this is Aston Villa's 9th defeat in 15 Premier League games, and that's not great form. And the amount of money they spent, the club have really backed Gerrard in the market. They've spent a lot of money in the transfer window. They brought in players. Diego Carlos is coming, but unfortunately injured at the moment. Danny Ings came in a few years ago, even though he's not Gerrard, they signed him. But they've got to start picking up points. They've got to start picking up points, because the manager's job is not safe. And we always talk about Gerrard as a top manager, did it really well with Rangers in Scotland. But the Premier League is a different kettle of fish, and he's finding out in a very harsh way, because his players are not performing. And that's what he's doing. He's calling out the players. You've got to start performing, because my job is hanging on a thread here. And they go to Arsenal on Wednesday, and if Arsenal continue their good form from the start of the season, it might be another defeat for Aston Villa. And I just begin to feel like maybe Gerrard's job is really, really under pressure, and he might be fired. You never want to see a manager get fired, but it's a results-oriented business, and if the results are not coming in, you'll be in trouble. And Gerrard knows that.
Never seen a more trigger-happy. So they like to fire them. I've never seen a more trigger-happy bunch of employers than club.
Yeah, but
you're gone.
It's what the job demands. If you're not giving results, I mean, nobody's going to hang around for a long time for you to be losing. They want you to win, so they come in and let you know, we'll give you enough time. And I think Gerrard has had enough time in the sense that he came in last year in November, and the results have honestly not been going their way, and they need him to start performing.
He was a phenomenal player, but as a coach, I can't exactly tell, what's going on there. And watching that match yesterday, Aston Villa and West Ham, I had thought that Aston Villa would come out the winning side, but to my disappointments, really. Let's take some messages before we go real quickly. I see that we're out of time.
Okay, we'll take this one in. Chimalbi Victor from Alaba International says, congratulations to my darling Arsenal for making it a quadruple victory against Fulham, despite going down at halftime, but that winning mentality is there. And for Barcelona, they should enjoy this victory while it lasts, because they will not win the league.
We have this one from Emeka Namua, who says, you see what Liverpool did to Bournemouth, eh? Hey, they should be sued at the International Criminal Court for crimes against humanity. Anyway, Bournemouth shouldn't feel But Southampton received 9-0 thrashing twice and still survived the league. As for Arsenal fans, we're cold and lonely at the top. 34 more matches to go and we'll be winning the league. Amen to that one, my brother.
I will take this one, Bustin from Cyril Larry, who says, where is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang? Is he injured? Questions.
Okay, again and again, it appears that a trumping 9-0 mesmerization of Bournemouth by Liverpool isn't worthy of making your headlines for today's locker room. Oh my goodness, hope it remains like this when Liverpool loses. Thank you very much, JC, for your riot. We've read your riot act already. It's okay. Thank you.
It's all right. Thank you and goodbye. What a way to end the show. Ini, thank you
He's
so
not,
much.
He's not injured.
Okay, yeah. So Basu, hope you've heard that. Aubameyang is not injured. All right, thank you so much, Ini. Make sure you catch Ini on Twitter. He is at Monday_Iniobong. Go find him and find us at Smooth 981 FM. Coming up, it is going to be that final hour where Lagos talks. But for now, the locker room is over. Catch Ini on Wednesday right here, 8:15 till 8:45.